You guys see that Asmongold got banned for 2 weeks? Saying he doesn't give a fuck about genocide happening because it's being caused by an inferior culture or being done to an inferior culture. I just want to say, I am both surprised and not surprised or disappointed in Twitch. Like, I am surprised that Twitch even banned him in the first place, because in my head, I was like 50-50 he gets banned. But I think there were so many tweets and so many people talking about it, and so many people saying, Twitch, is this cool with you guys? This is fine. Someone getting on and using Nazi rhetoric, that's totally cool with you guys. But also, I think we can all agree that if it was anyone else making that same argument, Twitch probably would have given a perma. Right? I'm just gonna say, yet Stigo is still unbanned. Yeah, but that's, I think, because I think even Sneeko's fans laugh at him, whereas I think Asmongold fans are like, they unironically like want to suck his dick. And they're like, dude, he's so smart. He just gets it, man. Whereas I'm pretty sure even the people who watch Sneeko are like, this guy's fucking stupid as shit, dude. So I think that's the primary difference. That would be my guess, honestly. Denims. Denims, ew. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I have a lot of opinions I want to share, because I haven't seen, I saw a minute and a half of Asmongold's apology video, so we'll go over everything. I genuinely didn't think Twitch would ban him. I think, again, what I said earlier is true, that they just had a lot of people. Sorry, I just read this chatter's username. What? Why'd you make this your username? Hi, says chatter, warm period blood drinker. Seek help. Seek help. Okay. Let's play hide and seek. I will hide and you will seek help. Okay? Fan's alt account stuff. No, her fan's alt account would be like Bunyan toe sucker. That's what it would be. Anyways, moving on. Enough about this. Okay, enough of this. Yes, I saw also the Reddit post. So we're gonna go over what Asmongold said in the first place, and then we're going to watch his apology video, and then we're gonna read what he wrote on his subreddit. Okay. I don't know if I have the power or the strength in me to watch Asmongold talking to Hassan for 4 hours about why it's not okay to call people's culture inferior. Especially in the context of those people getting actively genocided. So, yeah. Yeah. You weren't there? I thought it was entertaining. I mean, oh man. Oh man. All right. Let's go, shall we? Let's go. Let me open this up. Close. Okay. Dude, I can't believe Asmon said that on stream. I can't believe he said that. It was a waste of time. A Houthi rebel fighter got the point in one sentence that Asmongold couldn't do in 4 hours. I just feel like, I don't know, man. I don't know. How is there nothing in your brain that stops you from saying that crazy shit, dude? How? I feel like there should be something. I feel like something should kick in. Ideally, empathy. All right, one sec. Here's the full clip, by the way. It was what I imagined it felt like turning on liberal media during Iraq. Oh, yeah. But the problem with, like, even that comparison is that during the period of justification for the Iraq war, we didn't have TikTok. Like, you couldn't see high quality footage from these, like, war zones. Like, we didn't see, it wasn't on full display all the time. You couldn't find videos, I mean, that easily, right? Of American troops saying the most racist shit on the planet. Right? You had to really search for it? Yeah. Because mainstream media just kind of like doesn't cover it so that they can justify it, right? 2001, we were still on videotapes. I mean, have you guys seen the 9/11 footage? It's so bad. Okay? We don't have a lot of it because it's really bad because nobody had fucking phones. Go to Napster and download things. Yeah, we were still using LimeWire, guys. Okay, come on. Whereas now, like, we have hundreds of TikToks being put out of both people in Gaza, Palestinians in Gaza, showing what is happening, and IDF members in Gaza showing how happy they are that they're burning down all these villages. We need HD remaster of 9/11. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You know what I'm talking about. Israeli freaks weren't actively documenting their war crimes, or sorry, are actively documenting their war crimes. Yeah, in a way that, like, we didn't really have that. So, anyways, okay. All right, let's go, shall we? This was apparently the full clip. We watched the clip right as it was gaining traction, by the way, which was insane that we were live for that. I remember one Asmongold chatter coming in and being like, so you're trying to get him banned? You're literally reporting him. It's like, what are you talking about, man? I didn't do shit. I didn't even report him. I didn't tell anyone to report him. I said, I can't believe this is okay with Twitch. What the hell are you talking about, man? Why are you defending that? That's not a good take to defend. If you were like the biggest diehard Asmongold fan, your stance should be, dude, he needs to stop. He needs to stop talking about Palestine. He needs to stop talking about Israel. Like, he could just go back to how video games are woke or whatever. But like, he should not be talking about this. I feel like even if you're the biggest diehard Asmongold fan, that should be your take. That would be my take if I was like an Asmongold fan and I like loved all of his conservative takes. I would say that. I would be like, yeah, man, dude, just keep talking about video games. This is crazy. What the hell are you talking about? Why can't you talk about it? I mean, if you see people dying and your first thought is to justify their death because some of the people who live there are homophobic, you shouldn't be talking about the issue. Because you don't understand that, one, you're using Nazi talking points. Two, killing a bunch of homophobes in an active war zone that have been in open air prison for 2 decades, that have been under occupation for 7 decades, doesn't actually fix homophobia. You just killed a bunch of people. But if you don't even realize what you're saying, which I believe this is true, when you don't even realize that you're saying Nazi talking points, maybe you shouldn't be talking about an apartheid state, right? But anyways, we'll watch it. I'll give my opinion.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill?
Which this is also like, I'm going to say this is like genocide defending, to say, well, I don't care because, you know, if given the opportunity, I bet they would be evil too. This is the same. It's quite literally the same exact argument for why we shouldn't free the slaves. Because if we freed all these slaves, then they would come and do what we did to them, to us. It's like, no, man, actually, that's not a good argument. You can't just continue to oppress another group of people because you think they'll treat you the way you treated them. You can't use that as a justification why you get to continue these war crimes against these people. Did he get banned for this? Oh, yeah, no, he got banned for this. And I think it's because it was the combination of genocide defense and also the inferior culture thing. Like the combination of those two things is not good. It's one of those things separately, I think he wouldn't have caught a ban for it. I think if he had gone on, which I think he's already said, I don't give a fuck if these people are dying. I don't care. Get born in another country, dude. They wouldn't have banned him. And I think if he said, like, some cultures are just inferior, probably I think Twitch wouldn't have banned him. But I think it was like the intersection of these two things that Twitch was like, dude, we can't just leave you on the platform saying this shit, man. You can't just say this crazy shit, dude. How do you think this looks on us?
As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
So how long is this ban? 2 weeks. So I think what his attempt at saying, which is still wrong, I think what he was attempting to say was that this culture is regressive and I don't care what happens to regressive cultures. Unfortunately, one of two things. One, you actively say the craziest, most regressive things on your stream all the time. So to say other people are too regressive for you is insane. It's just crazy. Second, you can't use the word inferior culture, man. You just can't do that because it's so obviously like Nazi speak. No one knows that you're trying to say anything else because all you're saying is Nazi speak. And doing it to justify why these people are getting killed. Anyways, as you guys would imagine, a lot of people, Ariana Jasmine put out this tweet saying this racist piece of shit, Asmongold, went on Twitch live stream and said that Palestinian people are inferior. They aren't the same as us, and they have an inferior culture. She said, Twitch support, why is he not banned? And then he got a 2-week ban, but she got 250,000 likes on that tweet, which, like, I think the fact that this got so much traction is really the reason why Twitch banned him. And I think if not for the fact that so many people were like, this is not cool even a little bit, I think that's a big reason why he even caught a ban in the first place. Oh my God, dude. Jesus. And they blamed Hassan. It's like, dude, what do you... What? Oh yeah, and don't forget 250K on Nazi Twitter, yeah. Where you can't say the word cis because it's it might be harmful. All right. Jaffix, thank you for the 13 months. Thank you. Let me see. I'm trying to decide how much of the... Did I miss the Ethan segment or is it coming up? It's coming up after this. I wanted to do this segment first. I'm trying to decide if I want to watch or how much of the Hassan-Asmongold conversation I want to watch. Maybe we can watch just like the highlights because I don't think I can watch the... Sorry, I know I can't watch the full 4 hours. That would take me a week. Okay. I literally can't. Okay. But maybe we can watch some of it. Maybe we can watch some of it. There was one clip in particular. Hassan's main channel clip condensed it. Wait, really? Oh. No way. Are you serious? 2x speed? Hell no. Hell no, dude. Dude. Well, this is the long version. Where's the short version? There's got to be a condensed version. I want to believe, guys. Okay. If I can't find it, I do want to find this. Do you see this as Hassan giving Asmongold a chance to look better by retracking? No, I think it's just that Hassan thinks that there are people that are savable. And I actually agree. I think Asmongold is savable. I don't think he's so brain rotted that he... This is my opinion, to be clear. I agree with Hassan. I don't think Asmongold is so fucked that he's unsavable. I think that it's just really close to unsavable. And you can't say that you can't save him until you try, right? He had a good apology video. I mean, we'll watch it. Don't worry. At the very least, some of his audience can be saved, right? From the rot.
Try to do try to implement voting. Okay, George W. activity is
trying to find the section that I wanted to find where Hassan has to fucking walk him through the fact that like actually killing a bunch of homophobes is just bad. You're just killing people.
Now you have to collapse Muslim cultures, you know, whatever game developer.
If anyone has that clip and you know what I'm talking about.
With the gay black samurai.
Yeah, Ubisoft Palestine. A lot of Palestinians are going to be up in arms.
Right. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Asmongold.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I can see your point of view.
Found it. This one. This is the one that I wanted to show you guys.
If they're going to be homophobic and Israel's killing them versus they're going to be homophobic and Israel's not killing them, I prefer the they're going to be homophobic and Israel's not killing them outcome. I think we can agree on that, right? Especially if we both come to the recognition that Israel killing them is not going to combat homophobia at all.
Okay. All right. We can come to that agreement.
Okay, great. All right, perfect. That's it.
Yeah.
And beyond that, like I said, it's not, it's if they're going to be homophobic and Israel.
Killing people is bad. I'm so happy that we were able to communicate that after hours of talking. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. This was super disingenuous. Am I the only one? No, I mean, I don't think it was disingenuous. I think he just, like, didn't realize the shitstorm that he got himself into because he's convinced himself that he's always right and that he can just say whatever he wants and that people will always defend him. And I think he didn't realize that he actually sometimes has to think before saying something when he's talking about something that isn't video games. Quote, would you be for the death penalty for homophobic people in the United States? Yeah, it's just stupid. not just the death penalty for homophobic people in the United States, but also for their family members. Because that's what when Asmongold made the clip that he made, that's what he suggested, right? He suggested, well, they have a inferior culture in reference to them being socially regressive because, they've been under occupation for 7 decades and worrying about whether or not you're going to get your next meal or whether or not you're going to get clean water or construction supplies or medical supplies or whatever. Shocker. Okay. But when you're under occupation, all right, by another state, you don't really have time to build a progressive movement and work on the social climate. Shocking, right? Right? I know, really, really, really crazy stuff. Surprisingly, the people are more concerned there about getting food and clean water and getting medical supplies and being able to live in homes that Israel won't just bomb. It's pretty hard to build a progressive movement when your primary goal is survive. So there was that I wanted to say. And then the second thing is like, I think he genuinely did not think about his point before saying it. Because his point is suggesting that progressives are allowed to go start murdering homophobic people wherever. Like, it's just so ridiculous. It's so stupid and insane. I think Hassan's take on him being a Reddit frog makes sense. Platform is so far from reality, not excusing him though. Oh no. I'm also I want to say that I'm trying to actually, in this instance, I can say this. Analysis is not an excuse. I think you can recognize Asmongold is an idiot on these topics and he doesn't know anything about Israel or Gaza or Palestine or anything about these things and who gets to die and who doesn't get to die, because I think he's never thought about any of these things. Does that mean what he said was cool? Fuck no. What? But you do have to recognize there is a difference between fucking Nick Fuentes saying this shit or this guy saying it. Because this guy saying it, if the goal is, if you just give them a mirror and say, look, dude, would you consider this to be okay in any other context? And then you let them think about it and they're like, oh, actually, yeah, that is fucked up, huh? Oh, yeah, I guess I take it back. That's worth trying, right? It's worth trying. Versus someone like fucking Nick Fuentes, where there's no fucking point in trying. The guy is obviously a Nazi, obviously doesn't like anyone who is of, a certain complexion and of certain sexual persuasions, let's say. Okay. Anywho. Nick Fuentes wouldn't even do a PR apology. He's just a Nazi. He would just double down. I mean, that's why he's banned on everything, right? So let's watch the apology video, shall we, guys? Shall we? I haven't seen it. I've only seen the first minute and a half. Okay? So let's watch it. And then we're going to go to the Reddit post he made, which made me lose all hope. Let's go.
Back at some of the things that I've said, and
the only conflict Aspen knows about is the conflict between the Horde and the Alliance, and wow. Just the fuck up, dude. Just stop.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you all about what my reason was for getting suspended on Twitch, and also what my plans are going forward. I'm going to try and structure this video into 2 parts, where the first part is going to be me talking about the Twitch suspension, second part is going to be talking about myself. And the first thing I want to start off with is something that I know it might sound a little bit insincere because of how ridiculous this is, but I really mean it, and if you listen to the whole video, I hope you can see why. everybody who's come and spoken out and talked to me and said stuff about me, you know, aside from the, oh, you should kill yourself or something like that, I want to say that I really appreciate you. And I think this has been something that's a long time coming. And I actually think that this is something that not only I deserved, but it's also something that I needed. And I want to talk about what the reason for that is, but I want to start off and just make sure that that's actually very clear. So a couple of days ago, I made some comments about Palestine and also about Hamas and, you know, some just general, you know, basically opinions that were trivializing the genocide that's happening there. And I don't really want to like mince words or like try to like, oh, I wasn't justifying or, you know, promoting it. I said something about it that was disgusting. I said that I didn't care about innocent people getting killed by another force, by anything. And I think that that's a horrible, disgusting, mean-spirited thing to say. And I don't necessarily think that it was really racist, really. But when I'm using language like Palestinians or like the people there, rather than what my real language was, I've always been very outspoken and very against religious extremism. And I still am. I think that any religion and any way of thinking that's going to cause you to put other people in like kind of positions below you as like, you know, like gay people, women, people with disabilities, anything like that, I think that that's a really bad position to have, and I really don't like that. And I think that my problem and my fault here was that I was making a criticism of religious extremism, and I made no effort. And I feel like almost I've rewatched the clip, right? Or a number of the clips. And it's like I've almost made an effort not to draw a distinction between the two things. I think that a lot of us here can easily say that we're against religious extremism.
Why are we watching racist Jesus? We're watching supply side Jesus, okay? Very different.
And I am. But whenever I categorize everybody in the area as this like group, then I'm the asshole. And I was the asshole. I had a lot of you guys tell me that. And it's taken me, this is what's so crazy about it, is that I think this has been going on now for like 2 years. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most mean-spirited, I don't really even know what the word is for it. Just like the most mean-spirited, rude, like nasty, like just callous, psychopathic version of myself. I think that I've been devolving into this. And a lot of my friends have told me this.
Motherfucker has been devolving his entire life. Stop. Stop, guys. Stop. Stop. Okay, let's say a couple of things. This is a good time to pause. 1, I appreciate his statement and saying and admitting that, like, yeah, actually the past like 2 years, basically ever since I stopped talking about WoW and started talking about all this other shit that I know nothing about, yeah, I'm kind of just becoming a huge piece of shit. Which, yeah, I don't think you can get to the point where you say on your stream, these people have an inferior culture, so I don't give a fuck that they're getting genocided. That's like your audience has your audience has done nothing but encourage bad behavior, encourage extremist behavior, and allowed you, and you've allowed yourself to just continue to go along with it over and over and over and over again, to the point where you don't even realize when you're saying these people have an inferior culture, they can all fucking die. You don't even realize, like, oh shit, dude, wait, what the fuck did I just say? Like, he didn't even perceive that he had said something wrong. Until, like, what, a few million people saw the clip and a few 100,000 people saw it and said, you should get banned. This is crazy for you to say this. However, I skimmed through the Reddit post that he made, I think shortly after posting this, and then it made a part of my heart die a little bit. A little part of my soul died. So just stay strong, guys, okay?
my dad has told me this. He said, you've got to chill out. You've got to calm down. I've been like, oh, that old man doesn't know what he's talking about. And I've finally had some level of accountability for that. And thank God. I look back at some of the things that I've said and done over the past 2 years, and I don't think that I've been wrong about everything, obviously, right? But there have been ways that I've communicated and ways that I've acted that are indefensible. And I think looking back on it, it's just disgusting. And it's something that when you get lost in the sauce and you get fixated around like listening and reading feedback and, just getting hyper fixated, this is like your entire life, you lose a perspective on reality and you lose a perspective on the world. And I think that perspective was brought into perspective yesterday and the day before when I was making comments like this. And I feel so stupid. It's crazy. So I'm getting all these people making negative comments toward me. Everybody is telling me like, oh, go kill yourself. I hate you. Everything like this. Do you know who reached out to me? And they wanted to talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. It's people that were Islamic and people that were had fucking family.
People who are Islamic. I'm sorry. I know that this is supposed to be a serious video, and I know that he's supposed to be. I know that he's trying to be genuine, and I know that he's doing his best. But to say Islamic, the Islamic people, dude, it's not hard. It's Muslim people. Islam is the religion. I don't even know if there are very few contexts where you're going to say Islamic. I don't even know if there are any contexts where you say Islamic and that's correct. It's Muslim people. Okay, a lot of Muslim people reached out to me. Okay, Christianic people. Okay. Dude, can you imagine being one of his fucking Muslim friends and then hearing this shit and being like, your Islamic friends? What the hell, dude? Jesus. God damn, dude. Oh my God. Anyways, okay. All right. Anyways.
In Palestine. And how humiliating is that? How absolutely humiliating is that? And these were the people I was trying to say were bad. And I feel like such a fucking stupid asshole. I really do. I've always been I guess like I've always been kind of like an atheist. And even as a young kid, I was raised Roman Catholic and I was always very defiant towards it. And I've always had a negative opinion of religion, and I've also had a negative opinion.
Sorry, I have to respond to a chat message. People say Islamic people all the time. What are you talking about? Yeah, and people use the wrong yours and theirs all the time. They're wrong. Just because there's a lot of people doing it doesn't mean that they're right. You know what? You don't say Islamic people. You call them Muslim. Followers of Islam are called Muslim people. That's what. Wait. I genuinely can't tell if this chatter was being sarcastic. I can't tell. Anyways, let's get back to it. Osco, thank you so much for the 17 months. Thank you. Dumb people still say the Orientals. It doesn't mean I am Orientals. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have Muslim friends? Because mine say Islamic people often. I grew up Muslim. What are you talking about? Both my parents are Arab as fuck. No, I'm telling you, that's what it is. Okay, moving on.
Opinion of religious cultures. And I think that opinion is definitely shaped by the media that I've created, and the media I've created for myself, and then also just the media that exists, the media that I've chose to seek out as well.
I don't even think it's a media thing, by the way. I think it's like an audience thing. I think your audience, especially when you go on like the right-wing grift, they They fucking love that shit, dude. They will suck your dick day and night. They will be doing tricks on it, dude. They won't release you. And I think his audience for a very long time was propping him up and being like, dude, you're fighting the good fight. Hell yeah, go after those wokies, etc., etc. And then you feel like you're doing the right thing. Well, how can I be wrong if all of these people are saying I'm right? I have millions of people that watch my videos. I have tens of thousands of people that tune in every day. How can I be wrong? I have to be saying something right. Without self-reflection, that gets really bad really quick. How is Asmongold an alt-right grifter? LOL, different opinion equals alt-right grifter. LOL, right? What are you talking about? I didn't call him a grifter. My stance on Asmongold has been the same for like over a year now, which is I think he's actually one of the few people who's absolutely not a grifter. It is so obvious that he says what's on his mind and he says what he believes. Okay, so I don't know. You're like making this up. You're just coming up with stuff to get upset about. I don't understand why. Okay? Also, I didn't call him an alt-right grifter, as I just said earlier. I said when people turn right, they gain audiences of diehards that keep cheering them on. That's what I said. I didn't even use the word alt. So you just made stuff up to get mad about. All right?
Well, and I think that media has allowed me to have certain predispositions and certain biases that...
What's your actual opinion of him? I think he's like I have met a lot of people like Asmongold. And I think he is... Like, I think he's honestly actually like the median American, the median Southern voter, where they will say and repeat crazy shit. Like inferior culture. But I think if you pushed most of these people on it and said, dude, do you see how like this is bad and this part is bad and this part is bad? And when you combine them, they're really bad. And your position is coming from like the privilege of being in America, a country that no one is going to bomb. You don't have to worry about invasions as an American. You don't have to worry. Sorry, there's an invasion on our southern border. Sorry. You don't have to worry about military incursions happening in your backyard. Like that level of privilege that you got lucky enough to be born in the richest country on the planet. And then you have no sympathy for other people who just got an unlucky spawn. That is a uniquely American perspective. And I think that's his perspective on a lot of things. I think that, yeah. Also, actual grifters have the media literacy to not say the quiet part out loud like he did. He speaks his mind, sometimes good, sometimes bad. I mean, yeah. Correct. If he was a grifter, no way he would have said what he said. No way he would have said it. He would know that it would be a bad look, because if you're a grifter and you don't actually believe what you say, you know the things that go too far. Okay. I also think, I will say this, and I've said this before, I have one piece of respect for him on one front, which is very fitting because we're actually going to talk about Ethan Klein right after, which is that he is absolutely not a crybaby. I have so little respect for people like Ethan Klein, who are such huge crybullies that they go around harassing people and making their lives horrible. And he has no problem with that. And the second anyone says anything mean to him ever, he like loses his shit. Like you can't disagree with him or he's the victim and he'll fucking cry the loudest and the hardest. I mean, I think everything that's happened between Ethan Klein and Frogan is evidence of that. Right? Whereas I think with Asmongold, I mean, when people say, lol, bloody tooth wall, he says, you should see the dead raccoon on my fucking bed. I respect the shit out of that. Hell yeah. If you're going to go after other people and you're going to be kind of toxic and you're going to be a gamer and other people are going to do it to you, the least you can do is take it on the chin, dude. All right? If you smoke with other people should be able to do it to you. And he's not a cry bully. He's not a cry bully. I think that there are a few things that maybe, I think there are a few things that go too far, for sure. But I think people make fun of his fucking room all the time. People make fun of the way that he looks all the time. And he doesn't care. He recognizes that if I'm going to insult other people on these things, I have to roll with the punches and they're allowed to insult me back. So I have respect for that. That's the one thing I will say. I also think that like, and maybe I'm wrong for this, I think that he's like fixable. I think he's savable. It's plausible, very plausible. I'm delusional. I just think that like he's savable if like a really large breasted woman that was really smart was down for the task. I don't think he's savable by any other person. Because I also think that he's like, I think he's a little porn-brained, a lot porn-brained, which makes him a feminist. I think he accidentally turned into a feminist by like being very attracted to women, right? Whereas there's a lot of dudes I feel like you'll see on Twitter that are like, if women weren't around or if I didn't want to have sex and have kids, I would never talk to a woman. Women would be slaves. I'm like, wait, you don't even like women? What the fuck? That's crazy that you said that. Dude, go fuck your homies. That's so weird that you would say that. Whereas I think like his stance is like, dude, I think he just loves pussy so bad. I think he just loves some nice titties and some pussy. And he's like, he's down. And I think that turned him into a feminist. I think he just like when it comes to pop culture and when it comes to video games, he just doesn't understand media literacy at all. So he just struggles on that front. Anyways, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Do you think having a coworker or family that thinks like Asmongold is savable? Yeah, for sure. A coworker, yeah. I think the only reason that I'm scared to say that Asmon is savable is because he has a huge audience of people that constantly tell him he's right. That he can say a lot of crazy shit, and there's always people in his audience that will tell him he's right. And I think that breaks your brain a little. And I think it makes you a lot less likely to reevaluate some of the crazy positions that you have. When you have an audience that just will just, it doesn't matter what you say, they're like, yeah, say it like it is. It's like, huh? No, don't say it like it is. That's not how it is. No, actually don't say inferior culture. What the fuck? Yeah. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Actually, I also have a problematic take, guys, which is I think people like Asmongold, the friends that I have that are like Asmongold, I love them so much because they're so entertaining. They're so much fun because the way that their brain works is so curious. It's like, so how do you feel about Donald Trump doing this? Based. Well, how do you feel about Kamala doing the same exact thing? Well, it's obviously bad because it's communism, and how are we going to pay for it? It's like, you're just an enigma. Just like, what is happening in there? Like, what's going on? None of the cogs up there are like aligned correctly. It's so wild. I'm so entertained. I am value-tained. So part of me loves these type of people because they're very entertaining to talk to. Whereas like talking with leftists sometimes, and every leftist in here knows this, talking with leftists gets like really boring or really annoying, right? Because it's boring because you guys share the same opinions, right? There's nothing to talk about. It's like, yeah, people should be treated fairly. Yeah, you shouldn't be killed for being of a certain ethnicity or religion or sexuality or whatever. Or you deal with like the really annoying leftists that are like, I had one that told me, I had a leftist that told me, I said, sorry, let me calm myself down for a second. They told me that my usage of the term gay was harmful. The context of me using it was, damn, you guys got married and had a kid together? That's pretty gay. That's pretty gay. They were like, you shouldn't use it that way. I'm like, you're literally straight. I don't even know why you're, I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. What's wrong with you? Why? Be serious for 2 seconds. Whereas like, those people, I hate those people so much. They're not fun to talk about. They're not. These guys are so much fun to talk to because their brain like doesn't work correctly. I feel like they have the craziest positions and then they're totally fine with these other things that seem to be hypocritical to these other positions. And they don't see any issue with it. It's so much fun. Plus, it's kind of an adventure where you have to like work to convince them that like they should feel the same way about the same thing. Socialism is no fun. Thank you for the 5 months. The problem is Asmongold has like a huge audience and like his words do matter. And at the very least, within the context of making the internet a worse place. And I don't want more conservatives that are annoying on the internet. Ugh. It just makes the internet a worse place to be. I mean, that's why nobody goes on Facebook anymore, because it's just a bunch of conservative boomer parents that are like, can you believe Donald Trump personally waded through this water to give this little girl a roll of toilet paper? No, it's real. It's not AI. It's like, God, if you're real, if you're real, I need you to give me a sign. I need you to give me a sign. Yeah. So, okay, that's my opinion. My opinion is I have a personal preference to enjoying people like this as company because they're very entertaining and very funny to be around. But also, I understand and recognize that he causes a lot of harm online by espousing a bunch of garbage that people just believe blatantly. So, let's go.
The truth is that don't have any sort of relation to what my own real life has been experienced, or my own real life experience has been, excuse me. And so I've been spending a lot of time talking to those people, and I've seen people like fans of mine, like I had viewers messaging me on Discord, like, you know, why are you saying this? Like, do you want to talk? Do you want to, like, you know, I'm willing to talk to you, and like, you know, like let's try to work this out, right? We love you. And I scrolled up on their messages. And these are people that messaged me in like 2016, 2017, 2018. Like, I love your content. I love your stream. I love you. Right. And now they get to hear this from me. And I just feel like.
Can you turn him up a little bit? Yeah. Tell me if this is good.
Such a stupid, belligerent fucking asshole. I really do. And I'm sorry.
I was waiting for someone to type this shit because I saw it on a Reddit comment. I just realized that fucking jacket and him tying his hair back is the closest that Asmongold can get to putting on a suit for an apology. He was like, do I have any blazers? Oh yeah, the rats ate through them all. Well, I do have this hoodie. Oh, no wonder the rats didn't chew through this. All right, we'll put this on. His Sunday best.
I really am. I think that it's extremely fair to criticize religious extremism, and I think that it's extremely unfair to categorize everybody in part of that group.
He's glowing. Okay, guys, everyone talking about him glowing. He's just white. Okay, this is just what white people look like when you put like a window in front of them and a camera. Okay. Shitty cameras are not set up for white people. Okay. This is just true. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. It's just the truth. I apologize. Okay. I'm serious. Dude, I've had white people sit in my setup in front of my stream and straight up they look like ghosts. Because I have a lot more light because I've got some melanin. And when they're sitting in my chair, it's like, where'd you go? What the? Are you still in here? It's just being white, guys, okay? Don't bully him for being melanin challenged, okay?
As religious extremists. I think it is, and I'm really sorry for that. I've just been a fucking dick. And it's weird because yesterday I woke up and I didn't know if I was going to get suspended or not. And I had planned on streaming and everything. And I actually got a text message from one of my mods. They said, "Oh, I heard about the suspension. I'm sorry." And I was like, I remember I was like driving and like, you know, you'd think that like your heart rate would go up. But if anything, I felt more relaxed. I felt like finally I have a moment to just take a step back and breathe and think for myself and just stop. Just like get out of my own head. And I spent a long time like just writing basically a list of all of these things that like I think that I should be doing with my life. And this is going to be kind of the second part, by the way, of the video. Comments that I made were pretty much about religious extremism. I think it's bad, but I've categorized a lot of people in that way. That was unfair. It's wrong for me to have done that. I said something that was bad. I should not have said that. I should have chosen my words more carefully. I didn't do that. I doubled down on it. I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. That's pretty much, I was a fucking asshole. I was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. And so, actually, I do know what else to say. I don't like making apologies because I think words don't matter. But I do.
Oh, yeah, say the N-word right now. Sorry. Serious moment. Sorry. I just love when people say words don't matter. It's like, really, they don't. That's literally not true. Bakery, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Marianne.
You think changed actions and changed behaviors do. And so you can take my apology as hopefully better content. And if you're not seeing that, I want you to hold me accountable.
That was a joke, to be clear. I understand what he was saying was words don't matter, actions do. Like, apologizing isn't the thing that matters. It's the following through with the apology. I was just making a joke, okay?
Hopefully this time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it. Mouth is pretty dry. Anyway, so the second part about this is that I want to talk a little bit about like my life, my personal life, etc., and kind of some of the points that I think that I've kind of gone through to get here. So the main thing is that for the past, like, I would say like 10 years or so, if you look at my life like this, I would have said 10 years ago or maybe 8 years ago, streaming was like this, right? YouTube was like this. And now I would say that my life and streaming are basically the exact same size. And what I mean by that is that streaming is my entire life. Doing this is my entire existence. And I think that the process of that has been extremely unhealthy for me. And I think that what it's done is that it's allowed me to become such a one-dimensional person that I'm not even a person anymore. It's like I'm in Dark Souls, I'm going hollow or something. And I think about like all the, you know, like I made a list of all of the things that I'm not doing in my life that I should be doing. And I was writing it down and I'm like, you know, fucking like, I'm just going and going and going. I'm like, oh my God, I think it'd be shorter if I transcribed the Bible. Like, this is insane. Like, like, whenever I have everything written down line for line, it's like, oh my God, I'm ruining my life. I've been existing, and I want to, at a certain point...
Existing. Existing is accurate, because he hasn't been living.
Actually try to live my life. And I don't think that I've been doing that. And so what am I going to do? How am I going to do that differently? And what does that mean for my stream, etc.? I think that I'm going to cut down a little bit on streaming quite as much. And I think I'm also...
That's such a lie, dude. Streaming addicts can't change. I stand by my statement, okay? There's too much positive reinforcement with streaming. You can't, if you're not someone who already wants or like doesn't feel a strong urge to, it's fixing a streaming addiction is so fucking difficult. Can you make the video a little louder? Yeah, tell me if this is good.
To cut down, this is going to sound like, I hope I can say this in the right way. I feel like the main times that I laugh on my stream nowadays are when I'm laughing at other people. And I look back on videos that I did from 2020, 2016, and 17, and yeah, I've always been an asshole, but holy shit, I've been way more of an asshole. It's insane. And it's a night and day difference. And I've had, again, everybody in the world telling me this, including my own dad, and I've just ignored them. And finally, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe this is too far. Maybe I need to
becoming self-aware, guys. Oh my god. Black Lime, thank you for the 2 months.
A course correction, which is why I think that like getting suspended in this, I hope that it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I don't know whether that's going to be true, but I'm going to try to do things differently and make sure to live up to that reality. And so what are those things that I'm going to be doing differently? The first thing is that I think I'm going to try. I've been very much trying to like maintain a consistent schedule with my stream, and I will continue to do that. I want to get up and go to bed at relatively the same time. I want to live a normal life, and also I want to spend maybe a little bit less time streaming, and I want to spend more time creating my own videos and doing my own things and spending time on things that I really enjoy, and basically just like expanding my existence as a person. I think that ever since I started like
sounds so grandiose.
TK,
what a grandiose way to say. I'm gonna touch a little bit more grass.
and I got involved with that, and then we had like other Starforge and like Mad Mushroom and Mythic and everything. Like honestly, it's been too much for me to handle. It's been completely too much for me to handle, and I've been losing my mind dealing with it, and I try to hide it the best I can, because, you know, I try to do the best, right? I try to do my best. You know, it doesn't matter how hard it gets, you just keep going, it doesn't matter. And eventually it does matter. And I think that I've negatively affected a lot of them. And I also don't want to talk about that just in the context of just like this recent controversy. I want to talk about this in the context of the last 2 years. I think that I haven't really been able to fulfill my responsibilities as a leader in a lot of cases to them. And I think that I've let a lot of people down. And there have been things that I've done that are positive as well. But leader. I think that
he's leading the Roach army, dude, the Roach community. Dude, some people on the internet take themselves so seriously, dude. It's so cringe. It's so embarrassing. Oh, dude, if I ever say some shit like this, like, fucking, I unplug my channel, man.
One thing this thing has taught me, this whole situation has taught me, it's made me realize, is that I need to get myself in check. I need to get my mind under control. I need to, like, just get my life I need to fix my fucking life. Like, it's insane. Like, I think about it and it's in shambles. Everything about my life is basically fucked. And I'm gonna take a step back from all of that. I'm gonna step away from my leadership position and OTK and Starforge and everything. I wanna, and they're fine with that. They respect that, and I wanna do this. And I wanna do this not only for them, but mainly for myself, so I can be a better version of myself for everyone. And I want to apologize to all you guys, my viewers, that I don't think I've lived up to that.
You think he stepped down voluntarily or he was pushed out? I actually think he stepped down voluntarily. Because I think if he was pushed out, he would have pulled a Dr. Disrespect and said, like, me and my team agreed that this was the best thing. Anyways, I don't apologize for anything I said, blah, 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 blah. Right? This seems like too apologetic to be, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. Driss, thank you for the 2 months. My dude, thank you so much for the 20 months. I just think like the leadership of DK doesn't give a fuck. Okay. I'm sorry. I think much like many other corporations under capitalism, they care about making as much money as possible. Okay? That's all they care about.
I think that I can be a lot better than what I am right now. And I don't even think that I've been putting in half the effort that I should be in the way that I should be. And I'm sorry. And so my plan is to, when I get unbanned, I'll keep streaming regularly, right? And I want to focus more on trying to do things that are fun, trying to laugh more with people rather than at people. I'll still laugh at people every once in a while, okay? Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But it's about a focus, and it's about a tone. I listen to my tone in the clip, and I just sound like such a piece of shit. Really, at the end of the day, I sound like a piece of shit. I sound like a terrible person, and it's just so mean-spirited and callous and just mean. And I don't want to be that person.
It would also be one thing if he was joking, right? Like if he said it, fuck it. It would be mean-spirited, but I think he could still defend it. If he was like, yeah, they can, I don't know, a joke about Palestinian people dying. Still super inappropriate, still super unacceptable. And I think most people it would put a bad taste in most people's mouths. But I think him and his audience could still defend it. And I think Twitch maybe wouldn't have banned him. When you're at the point where it's not even jokes anymore, you're not even joking about it. You're just being a piece of shit and saying, I don't fucking give a shit. Fuck those people, then it's off. Then you're like, you're so cooked. You at that point, you're just being a total asshole.
Anymore. And I've spent a long time growing up. The time I did, I was an r/atheism enjoyer. I have a very
don't worry, we already could tell.
Negative opinion of a lot of religions. I've had the experience firsthand of the negative effects of Christianity and the way that I view that. And I've always read a lot of very bad things about Islam, and I've made a lot of criticisms of it. I've talked to a lot of people about it. I've heard a lot about it, and I've been like watching things about it, and I've been like hearing people telling me this is the way it is, but I've never seen it. And I actually think that after all this, I think towards the end of next year, I think I'd like to visit the Middle East and see it for myself.
Okay, whoa. Small steps. You cannot go from never leaving your house to becoming Ottoman gold, dude. Like, you can't do that. Your body is going to, like, decay in real time. Chill, okay? Calm down. Whoa. Baby steps, okay? You got to acclimate. First, try talking to a Muslim person. Maybe then try a little bit of Muslim food, okay? All right? Maybe go to, like, I don't know, Dearborn, Michigan. Maybe try that. And then, okay, one step at a time. Your body can't handle that change in environment. You know how, like, if you go fly, if you take a flight somewhere, you can't immediately go like scuba diving or whatever because your body can't handle the pressure difference. It's the same thing. You're gonna get, like, your system is gonna go into shock. All right, one step at a time. Inshallah. Inshallah. Okay. Eat one shawarma. Yeah. Denims, are you Muslim? I mean, I'm culturally Muslim. My whitest friends are usually down for falafel.
Going to revert and go on Hajj.
Go to the Hajj. Come on, let's go to Mecca, man. All right. You took the words of the Quran literally, where some verses had certain context referring to certain events. No, you don't have to take the book literally or not take the book literally or whatever. You have to recognize that the Abrahamic religions are all very similar. They're all based off of the same base lore, okay? And the crazy shit, also, I don't think he's ever read the Quran, but the crazy shit that's in the Quran also exists in the fucking Bible, all right? There is equally insane shit in the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Quran. There's crazy shit and all that stuff. All right? And if you don't think that if you think that Islam is uniquely bad and evil, that is because you've been convinced to think that because you haven't sat and read any of your book yet. There's nothing in Christianity, or sorry, there's nothing in the Quran that is uniquely evil in a way that doesn't exist in the Bible. It doesn't exist. Also, oh my God, what cost? Thank you so much for the 50 gift subs. What the fuck? Thank you so much. That's really generous of you. Jesus, thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you got gifted, say thanks. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. OMG, it's Powers. Thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you. Okay. I will say, all right, in an attempt to be a good leftist, all right, in an attempt to try, okay? All right? Listen, Asmongold, okay? Let it be known that if you would actually like to, for example, talk to people who grew up Muslim, or talk to people who've had the lived experiences, or learn more about the culture, or learn more about the food, or whatever, and you actually are serious about other people wanting to give you the benefit of the doubt, fucking, I am down. All right, man? I'll make some fucking mean falafel. Don't worry. It's deep fried. It's deep fried. You'd like it. Americans love falafel because it's deep fried. All right? I'm serial. I'm very serious, okay? All right? Has he said it was wrong? Yeah, I mean, he said it was wrong, and he also said, I'm sorry for what I said, like it was unacceptable. Lionheart, thank you so much for the 16 months. Thank you. Carbon, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. No, but actually, seriously, okay? I'm not in the business of shitting down the throats of people who actually want to change and actually want to improve and whatever.
Fact, if you converted those 50 gift subs into quarters, you could make a Tower 12 Denims high source. We'll have it.
Stop. Girth Burgers, thank you so much for the 20 months. Thank you. What if he learns more about Islam and then doubles down, though? I'm scared. I mean, the worst thing that will happen is that he'll become Sneeko, which is pretty bad. Which is pretty bad. Oh, God. No, but actually. But like, actually. We're gonna read the Reddit post and we're gonna see all that shit, but like, yeah, I want to believe that people are savable, okay? They do. Didn't Sneeko revert to Islam, though? I mean, yeah, that's why I said it. That's why I said he'll turn into Sneeko. CIA funded most of the fundamental Islamic forces to destabilize many Middle Eastern countries, and then they act surprised when they become reactionary. Yeah. Well, it's not that, I mean, like, American and, I mean, like, Western forces destabilizing these regions by funding or giving traction to hyper-religious military groups. That's not surprising to the people that are doing the PSYOP, right? Or doing the interventioning, or doing the, whatever you want to call it, right? The coups. That's surprising to America, and they're like, I can't believe this would happen. It's like, what do you mean you can't believe this would happen? What do you think would happen when this type of organization gets propped up? Like, of course this happens. Anyways, yeah. Yeah. I think it's just that, like, a lot of Americans don't really have a lot of context for what Islam is and what Muslim people are like and what that looks like, because they just don't interact with them. I think a lot of Islamophobic people literally have just never interacted with a single Muslim person. So they just don't understand that, oh, shocker, everything that they see online isn't necessarily true. And there are billions of Muslim people. And just like there are insane Christians and there are normal Christians, there's also insane Muslim people and very normal Muslim people, right? Uncle Blue, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you.
Why do the worst people on media platforms get the most views and attention? I genuinely don't understand.
Because social media props up things that cause negativity. That's why Andrew Tate gained the traction that he did, right? Because it's like a feedback loop, I guess you could call it. Like people who like it interact, and then people who dislike it interact, and then that makes even more people see it, which makes even more people who like it interact, and then so on and so on and so forth and so on and so on. Anyways, rage bait works, yeah.
I want to see it for a history.
Uncle Blue, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Thank you. That's really generous.
Historical perspective, right? I would love to go to Istanbul in Turkey. There's no ulterior motive there at all. But it's not just that. I'd love to visit places like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, any of the other places. I mean, the truth is that, and this is the worst thing about what I said, some of the places that I would want to visit, I might not be able to because of the way that they're like just the internal strife, the actual literal wars that are going on, people being literally killed there, and I might not be able to do that. But I want to do it, and I want to see it for myself, because I don't like believing what people tell me. And I think that when I do, I end up being a fool. And I want to see it. I want to see it for myself, and I want to experience it.
Also, I'm sorry, but if you want to like go see Arab and Muslim nations, like straight up going to like Saudi Arabia and Dubai is lame as shit. Sorry. Okay. Those are not like... He mentioned every country that he knew. Okay, give him a break. Okay, sorry, you're right. Wait, sorry. sorry, you're actually right. Okay, you're right. It's like going to New York and being like, wow, this must be what like the rest of America is. It's like, no, not quite. Not quite. And like Dubai is like the Vegas of the Middle East. Yeah, imagine going to Vegas and like walking through a billion casinos and being like, so I guess this is what America's like. It's like, well, no. No. Not exactly. Not exactly.
And I want to live my life. And I'm going to try to like, I don't know, like clean up part of my house. I'm going to try to.
This is crazy. And also, shout out to you, man, that you were setting reasonable goals. Okay, I'm very proud of you, Asmongold. I actually am. I know this sounds sarcastic as fuck, but I'm actually so proud. I'm very proud of you. Okay, that you didn't say you're going to clean all of your house. You said I'm going to clean part of it. That's what you guys have to understand. That is good goal setting. Okay. That is good goals. You have to, if you want to achieve your goals, they have to be reasonable. All right. All right. Baby steps, just like you said. Exactly. Baby steps. All right. He's literally neurodivergent.
I'm going to hire a cleaner. As I said, I was raised Roman Catholic. I view this as a penance. And I think
Catholics are so weird. I'm gonna be honest. This is what I mean when I say a lot of religious things are way weirder when you're not in them. So a lot of Americans see the Quran and they're like, they're crazy, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll be like, yeah, I have to punish myself. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you doing? No, stop. What the fuck? What the fuck? Don't Shia Muslims have like a similar view? Yeah, but I feel like Catholics take it very seriously. Like very seriously. Whereas, like, I've met lots of Muslim people. I've never seen Muslim people, like, punishing themselves or, like, see it as a part of their duty to the religion. That their job is to carry that guilt and that burden. It's more like, I have to be good so I don't burn in hell, eternal hell forever, right? Whereas Catholic people, I swear to God, it's a little kinky, the way that they get off on it. And they're like, yeah, you don't understand. I have to whip myself for God. It's like, are you sure it's for God? God needs to see them. Okay.
I think I need to do this for myself. I need to take accountability for bad things that I've done and for letting my life get this out of control.
As a lapsed Catholic, yeah, Catholicism is weird. I haven't been a believer in over a decade, and I still bear the feeling of Catholic guilt. I feel bad for the people who have the Catholic guilt about having sex. Can you imagine having sex and being like, this is so terrible? It's like, oh my God, dude. Just enjoy the moment, man. Damn, what the... Okay, sorry. We're going to finish this video. There's 3 more minutes, and then we'll watch the Ethan Klein stuff.
And I don't need a get out of jail free card. So I need to do that for myself and for my own closure as well. And I think also I want to live for the idiots out there that, you know, they're, you know, like looking to me to be a role model, right? Oh, not a good idea. But there are people that will see that and they'll think maybe to themselves, maybe I should do the same thing. And if I can do that for one person, well, I've already done it for myself. I've already done a good thing, and so it could only get better. And so that's what my plan is. I'm going to try to like rethink my life. I have had a lot of people reach out to me, people I would have never expected reach out to me in ways that I never expected. And I understand that, you know, like I'm still very critical about, you know, religious fundamentalism, right? But when you paint with such a broad brush that you just include an entire group of people, you're just being you're being a piece of shit.
It's also stupid because, like, Palestine has Jewish people and it has Christians. Like, there are Palestinian non-Muslims that are being killed, by the way. So even if you were like, all the Muslims are evil, you're still including the people who are not even fucking Muslim. But moving on.
It's like people said it was racist. I didn't mean it as racist, but if you listen to what I said, it's easy that you could assume that.
Well, no,
So
it's the distinction between saying it with racist intentions and saying it, or sorry, saying something that is racist versus saying it with racist intentions, right? You can say something and not be racist, and what you said was racist. What you said was racist. What you said was like straight up like Nazi talking points. Inferior culture. Like that's what Nazis say. I don't think Asmongold is a Nazi. I think he was just saying things that are Nazi speak. They're different. They're similar, but they're different, right? No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. You think Israel doesn't have Muslims? LOL, 18% of Israeli citizens are Muslims. No, bitch, that's a whole new sentence. When did I say anything about Israel? When did I say that there are no Muslim people in Israel? All I said was that there were Christians in historic Palestine. I didn't say shit about Israel. You're just, bro, I swear to God, man. Some people, they just want to get mad. They just want to be mad. They're just like, yeah, I bet you think people like me suck. I can tell. What? So weird. Okay.
And so I'm just a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking moron. I've been an asshole. I think that I've devolved for the last 2 years. I think that I've negatively affected other people too, in ways that I hate. I don't even hate to say this. Like I think I need to say this. I need to say it more. I've negatively affected people in ways that I regret. I think whenever I go back live again, I'll probably talk about that more. And you know, like there's some just different people I'd kind of want to apologize to and, you know, take accountability for things that I've said and done that have negatively affected other people in ways that were unfair and wrong. And that's what my plan is. That's about it. I want to say that I hope that now, after you've heard what I have to say, that a lot of you all can see kind of why I'm saying that I appreciate this. I really think that this is something I needed, and I hope that this is the next part of the rest of my life. And I want you guys to hold me accountable to that. So if I'm being a fucking asshole again, if I'm being mean, if I'm just being callous, acting like a psychopath, just treating people awfully outside.
So the problem, of course, just really quickly with this is that when you inevitably do be mean, because even if this is all genuine and authentic and real, and that's really how he feels, and he really does want to be called out, whatever. Obviously, anytime you're trying to improve, you're going to relapse once or twice. So it's not so much if, it's when you act callously. The problem is there's no guarantee that you'll listen to it, because there were people saying this about in Ohio, East Palestine. It was like oh man, there was a train cart that got derailed, and a bunch of like, I don't remember if it exploded or not, but it got into all of the sewage water and made the area, or sorry, all of the water, and it made the area basically unlivable. There was a chemical spill, I think, is what had to happen. It burned, and it also got into the air. Yeah, here, one second. It's probably on the Wikipedia, right? 2023 train derailment. An explosion and fire occurred following the derailment of a train carrying hazardous chemicals. State of emergency was declared. And it was some residents subsequently started a class action lawsuit against the Norfolk Southern, citing new respiratory issues and unknown environmental impacts. Contamination was ultimately found to have remained in buildings for 4 months, and workers and bystanders were chemically exposed, prompting health symptoms. This happened in Ohio last year. I can't believe it happened early last year. And there were people, surprise, surprise, in Asmongold's community, in his subreddit, saying, hey man, the way that you covered this was really callous and really fucked up. Because when Asmongold covered it, he said, lol, just move. Which on its own is already so crazy. And you know what he did? He read those and said, go fuck yourself. So I'm like, I want to believe, man, but it takes a lot of effort to break out of that mindset of just like, I'm right, I'm going to say what I want to say, and you're going to like it or you won't, and I don't give a fuck.
Out of a WoW raid when they get killed by fire, but really laughing at people's misfortune. Try to say, man, just chill the fuck out, stop it. Just stop. And I'm gonna do my best to listen. I spent 2 years ignoring it, and look where it got me. This is not even the tip of the iceberg of the problems in my life. And I want to thank everybody for making me aware that that's the case. And hopefully I can avoid the iceberg, right? And so I want to say that's pretty much about all I've got. I'm sorry for a lot of people I let down, not just with comments like this, but also just with the way I've been doing things in general. I think that you guys deserve a much better version of me than what you've been getting. And I hope that I can live up to that in the future. And I don't even want to think about it in the future, right? As soon as I get unbanned, the best apology is better content, change behavior. And that's what I hope to do. So yeah, anyway, guys, I'm just going to focus on myself for a while, try to improve my own life. And there's a lot of things I think, again, I'll probably talk about more whenever I go live again that are like more kind of, just like kind of in the weeds, like personal stuff. But overall, that's the big picture. That's where I'm at. And so anyway, that's about all I've got. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to try to just take this time off to, really kind of fix my shit. So, yeah, anyway, guys, that's about it. I'll see you later. Bye.
You think he's actually going to change? I hope so, man. I hope so. Would I put money on him changing or not changing? No, I have no idea. But I fucking hope so, man. I think it'd be really cool. I mean, because at the end of the day, I want Twitch to be a better place for everyone. And I think one thing that would help make Twitch a better place is having more creators that try and make a more positive environment. Right? So, I mean, I hope he does, but I don't know. Well, let's read the Reddit post. And this is the reason why people are skeptical to accept this apology. Apology, I guess. Benjamin, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you. So he made this post on his Reddit, on his subreddit, and he said, why apologize? Because it was R-worded to use Palestinians interchangeably with religious fanatics and terrorists. Obviously, not all people in Palestine are trash. It's really not that complicated. Also, it wasn't just that issue. Don't let yourself become ideologically captured by a worldview to the point where it makes you so unreasonable that you turn into what you're fighting against. No one, quote, wins when I stand behind a statement that's false or a mischaracterization. My fucking dad told me over a year ago I was getting too harsh on my stream and I ignored him. Same with a lot of real life friends. I think I've just been increasingly more hostile and negative, and that brings a bad vibe to the stream. A good comparison, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero playthrough versus Wulong playthrough. Basically what I'm trying to say is I want more Sparking Zero playthroughs and I never want to play Wulong again. I don't know this analogy at all, but maybe someone in here does. The vibes and feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of that's my fault. If you think that means my first stream back is going to be playing Dustborn and promoting Sweet Baby, I think you'll be very disappointed. I'm not changing anything other than trying to be more positive and less mean-spirited. This actually, I skimmed through this. This is not too bad. It's the comment that's worse than this, okay? Also, sponsors have nothing to do with it. This wasn't even in the top 5 worst things I've said. I wanted to step away from leadership, take a break from all of that for a while now, over a year, because the amount of commitments compounded on top of maintaining my streaming schedule was unironically ruining my life. Also, if I'm not involved with them, why would it matter what I say? Hopefully y'all can see how this is really a macro issue, not just the situation. My life has actually been fucked for a while and I need to fix it. I'm a 34-year-old single man living in his mother's house with dead animals and garbage. Although I don't hate it, I don't want to die this way. Any feedback or questions, ask. Yeah. 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 Wulong is a pretty good game. Souls-like that had the great misfortune of releasing a week before Wukong. Is it true? I don't know enough about those two games. Sorry, I've just been fucking playing Valorant like a fucking loser lately. So, unfortunately, I don't really play whatever these games are. I'm sorry, I know. What's your rank in Valo? I just hit like level 20 like a week ago or something, so I haven't really played ranked yet. I think I've played 2 of my ranked matches. But I will let you know once I start. I'm still like learning the game, so give me a bit. Give me a bit. I never played CS:GO. And I picked up Valorant for like a week before this and was like, I played like 5 games. I was like, this game sucks. But now I guess I'm playing it, okay? At least it's not League, dude. At least it's not League, okay? At least it's not League, okay? At least it's not an MMO, dude, okay? It could be much worse. All right? It could be way worse. It could be way worse. All right? True. Play WoW. I will never play WoW. All right? I will never play WoW. Ever. You cannot make me play WoW. Favorite game? Oh, it's too hard to pick, dude. Pick a favorite game. Mass Effect 2 used to be my favorite game for a really long time. And then, unironically, HOTS used to be... Well, Overwatch used to be my favorite game for a really long time. And then HOTS used to be my favorite game for a really long time. And then RimWorld. And then it's too hard to pick a favorite game. There's too many good... Baldur's Gate 3 then, after that, was like my favorite game for a really long time. Anyways, going back to what we're talking about. Old Overwatch. Old Overwatch was so much fun, dude. It was so much fun. And then everything changed. We'll never get 2016 Overwatch back. It's gone forever, boys. Feel strong, man. Don't be sad that it's over. Be happy that it happened, guys. All right? What happened to Overwatch? The game is just not fun anymore. And the people who play, the game are fucking cringe, okay? Overwatch used to be a really fun game where everyone would do stupid shit and have a good time. And then it felt like people got super tilted and then people became fucking meta losers. Meta died. It's not meta. You can't play that. It's not meta. Fucking shut the fuck up. You can't even aim. Why are you talking about meta? Meta matters to people who can fucking aim. Shut the fuck up and go back to playing Reinhardt or whatever. It's okay. I play Winston. I'm allowed to say that. Not important. Not important. Not important. Then they put role Q in and then... Yes. Okay? Anywho. All right. No aim, no brain, Winston main. No, I don't. I actually played Winston when I got tired of... I only started playing tanks in that game because I got tired of having bad tanks. If I could have it my way, I would have played Zenyatta all day, every day, no matter what. Okay? That is my true main. That's who I belong with. Okay? Then I just got tired of seeing dog shit Winstons and dog shit Reinhardts that would just sit at the fucking choke because they're too stupid to press the W key on their fucking keyboard. Go forward! You have 3 times the rest of our HP. Go forward! Nothing's gonna happen to you. You're fine. You have 2 healers in your asshole. Just move. And I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I was like, I'm playing tanks. That's it. Give me that. Give me that shit. I'm playing tanks. And then I had a lot of fun. Not important. Not important. Okay? Not important. This fucking Asmongold comment. Take a break. Us chuds will be here waiting for you to make streaming great again. And then Asmongold responded to this Reddit fucking post saying, don't worry, I'll react to a DEI equals die video game, or sorry, gaming video. First day back to stream. I want to say it's a joke, and people say that I cope, guys. And people say that I cope, dude. I mean, I get his position, right? His stance here is like, I said I would be less callous and stop treating real people with like just mean-spirited language. I never said that I was going to change my opinion on everything. I never said that I was going to stop being mad at woke stuff in my video games. The problem is that he doesn't understand, or he hasn't realized yet, that all of the woke video games are not woke. They're just good video games and bad video games. And that's it. That's literally it. Hassan said he truly believes that stuff and that he's not changing everything right away. Yeah. 100%. He doesn't understand that, like, those are talking points and he's being used as like a fucking tool to push out garbage grifting propaganda. That the video games are becoming woke. And in reality, the video games are not becoming woke, dude. They're fine, okay? All of this is garbage. It's fucking... If you guys seen the Lara Croft shit, this is... How can you look me in the eyes and tell me that the Lara Croft outrage isn't totally manufactured? And it's only idiots that fall for this shit. If you unironically fell for this fucking psyop, this 4chan psyop, you're a fucking idiot, man. You're so stupid. And I think he just doesn't understand that he's just being an idiot for falling for this shit. People were like, let me see if I can find it. Someone said, making fun of the people who have been calling the new Lara Croft manly. They said, she looks like a man. Where? And then this fucking dipshit. 26 million views. Oh. You got all of China's making fun of you, dude. Fuck. All of China knows you're a dumbass now. Literally here. She's got the woke DEI chin and the woke waist and hips and the woke forearm and the I guess woke bicep. What the fuck? Yeah. Grow up. Oh my fucking God, dude. Jesus. If she's a man, then I'm gay. I don't know, fam. If you think this looks like a man, like, I need you to have a talk with God, okay? And ask him for forgiveness, all right? Because, man, I don't know how. How do you even come to this conclusion? This has been my favorite response, by the way, to these type of posts. Let me see if I can find it. Scroll. 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 Oh, this one as well. 1 second. I'll show you guys in. Wait, did I pass it? No. Pausers. This one's saying, haha, that chin is too much. Take this tutorial to do it right. Don't go woke. Be normal. Of course. There's no such thing as a woman having a normal sized nose or a slightly larger chin or manly eyes. Huh? Sorry, all women have lipstick naturally. Sorry, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen in my life. This response was very funny. This one was really good too. You're so right. No one could ever love a masculine woman. Here's your ideal type. Finally, something I could jerk off to. This one was good too. I fixed the Dust Bowl mom's woke DEI chin. Oh God. And then also, like, they hate to see a woman with an athletic build. If this version of Lara Croft looks like a man, I can only imagine what they'd think of me. I hate this. Ew. It's so icky. Ugh. So manly. I hate how big your muscles are. I hate it so much. Ugh. Gross. Put that away. Don't show me this again or anything like this ever again. Dude, my cousin's an incel. He's one of those types on Twitter ranting about character design. He doesn't believe that women are capable of going to the local park with unsalted peanuts and hard-boiled eggs to feed the crows. I fucking hate you. I hate you. You're not even the crow guy and you fucking crowed me. Why would you do that? The fuck? Mods, you can ban them. Mods, you can ban them. Mods, you can ban them. Anyways, I wanted to finish up with this, and then we can go watch the Ethan Klein stuff. That is the crow guy? Didn't the crow guy have crow in his name? Oh, isn't it in Spanish? Wasn't it in English before? I swear to God, you had crow in your name in English before. Whatever, this is Berenstein, alternate universe, okay? All right, this is very clearly I'm right, okay? All right. New Croft design kind of looks like you. That's a huge compliment, man. Kidding me? Anyways, OTK put out this statement saying, a few days ago, Asmongold made some comments that even in his own words were disgusting and abhorrent. OTK denounces all forms of discrimination and violence, and that sort of behavior cannot be tolerated. Yesterday evening, we spoke with him, and he was stepping away from his roles at OTK and our affiliate companies at Starforge, Mythic, and Mad Mushroom. In our conversation, Zach vehemently expressed his desire to change and broaden his perspective. Earlier today, he posted a video detailing his thoughts on his comments, along with the changes he plans on making moving forward. We hope Zach remains committed to the promises he's made to us, the community, and to himself. In the meantime, OTK will continue fostering an open and inclusive work environment dedicated to producing the best live streaming content possible for our community and partners. Mostly, I think this happened because of this, not just this guy, but I think there were multiple people who said this. I'm no longer affiliated, I am no longer going to be affiliated with Starforge PCs in any capacity because Asmongold is one of the owners. fuck this toothless idiot. Straight up Islamophobic hate speech because this dumb asshole doesn't want to play WoW anymore and he wants just chatting money. Fuck that. And this got almost 1 million views, 750K, 20K likes. Yeah. Yeah.